During this heat wave, the risk for health issues is on the rise. It's never been a bad idea to be aware of the symptoms and solutions. And this morning, we're joined by Dr. David Tursa from Kaiser Permanente with some tips. So let's start off here. Who is most at risk?
Yeah, this is something that we see more commonly. Heat-related illness is the deadliest weather-related issue in America. Kills more people than tornadoes, floods, hurricanes, lightning strikes. And we see the extremes of age at the higher risk. So the very young, infants especially, those who are older than 65, but also those who are pregnant or have chronic medical conditions, because this can really affect any bodily system.
So what's the difference? Because it's a thin line. What's the difference between having heat exhaustion and heat stroke?
Yeah, it's a great question. And so heat exhaustion is really some of the symptoms we think of as dizziness, lightheadedness, maybe muscle aches, cramps, even nausea, vomiting sometimes. Most of those symptoms can be managed at home with hydration, cooling yourself off, getting out of the sun. But heat stroke is something that is a true medical emergency. And the real hallmark of that is altered mental status. So if a person begins behaving strangely, you see a family member who seems confused, who isn't themselves, that's a 911 emergency, and we want to see you right away.
Yeah, I was going to say, so for those types of emergencies, what stands out? When do you know it's time to call 911?
You know, I think people know themselves and their family members more than anyone else. And so if your family member seems strange, if you are not thinking clearly, that's a time to seek medical attention.
Yeah, we see also on the screen that we had earlier, it says that if you have an elevated temperature above 104, that's a clear indicator.
Yeah, generally you'll probably present with more symptoms before that. I mean, if a person gets a fever to 102, 103, they'll probably start to behave a little more strangely before they get there. But you're absolutely right. Temperature over 104 degrees is an emergency for you to come in as an adult.
Okay, so what are some of the best ways to prevent either of these things from happening?
Well, I think it's recognizing your risk. I mean, we think of this as affecting the extremes of age, but the truth is that it can affect anyone. And if you're not prepared, we see people who, don't think that they're at risk a lot of times, who go out, do work in the middle of the day in the sun, and that's when you can get into some trouble. And so it's important for people to mitigate their own risk, stay out of the direct sun, stay well hydrated and as cool as you can.
All right, Dr. Tursa, we always appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you so much.
All right, Brandy, we'll send it back over to you.